It was the sound of iron bars clanging shut that still echoed in my mind. The moment when everything changed, that sound. It haunted me, but it was a sound that had to come. It was the final price she paid for choosing the wrong path. Her name was Amina, a quiet girl from the village. She was bright, a dreamer, and the kind of person who always wanted to be more than what her small village could offer. So, when she got a chance to go to school in the city, away from her family, she was excited. It was a big opportunity and her parents were proud of her, but they didn't know what was waiting for her there. No one did. When she left, I remember the way her mother held her for a long time, tears in her eyes. "Be careful, Amina," she said, but Amina was so eager to begin her new life, she barely noticed. She promised her mother she'd be careful, and she left. At first, Amina wrote letters home every week. She said the school was hard, but that she was making new friends. I remember her saying how different the city was, how much bigger it was than the village. Everything seemed exciting, but then things started to change slowly. She met some girls in the school. They were different. They came from families with money. They didn't care about school as much as they cared about looking good and being popular. They showed Amina how to dress, how to talk, how to act. She started hanging out with them more and more. The first time I saw Amina after she had fallen into this new crowd, I hardly recognized her. She was different. Her eyes, once bright and full of hope, seemed empty. She had changed. Her friends made her do things that didn't seem so bad at first, but soon they became worse. They taught her how to skip classes, how to cheat on tests, and how to hide the truth from her family. I heard things about Amina. She was starting to drink, doing things that were not right. But it wasn't the kind of life she had dreamed of when she left home. She was lost now, hanging out with the wrong people, doing the wrong things. But there was no turning back. The more Amina did, the more she became like them. The once quiet, sweet girl from the village had learned how to lie, how to steal, and how to hurt others without feeling anything. The worst part wasn't what Amina did. It was seeing how much she stopped caring about who she was. Her family, her village, they were just distant memories now. She was too far gone. Years passed. Amina's story became the story of many others who left their homes to chase something in the city. They all fell into the same trap, dragged by the wrong crowd, thinking they were having fun. But there was nothing fun about it. It was a lie that only led to pain and regret. One night, the police came. Amina had gotten herself caught up in a robbery. Her friends had convinced her it was easy money, but it turned out to be her downfall. They didn't care about her. They just used her. She was caught, and the jail cell was where her journey ended. I stood there, watching her through the bars, just like I had imagined all those years ago. She looked different now, older, hardened. The girl I once knew was gone. She was a stranger, trapped in a place that would never let her go. I asked her, "How did it get this far, Amina? How did you end up here?" She didn't say anything at first. Then, after a long silence, she whispered, "I thought I could handle it. I thought I was strong enough to be with them. I was wrong." That was the last time I saw her. She never made it back to the village. The girl with the bright future, the one who dreamed of something better, was now just a name on a prison record. It was a hard lesson, one that I still carry with me. It's easy to be swayed by the wrong people. It's easy to think that if you just follow them, you'll find happiness. But happiness doesn't come from doing bad things. It doesn't come from losing yourself. Amina's story is not just hers. It's the story of many who chase something they don't understand. It's the story of losing yourself in the wrong crowd and realizing too late that the price is too high. So, remember this. Don't ever forget who you are. Don't let anyone lead you down a road you can't come back from, because once that road is taken, The sound of the iron bars closing behind you is the last thing you'll ever hear.